Xposed Forehead shares the making of Tricked Out Tailspin.
So we approached writing and recording our latest song, Tricked Out Tailspin, a little differently. About a month before actually getting down to doing the recording, we had a remote rehearsal, a jam-less rehearsal, where we, I think, created about 3 or 4 parts to the song. Kelp recorded them, and over a few weeks, put them together in a skeleton-like format to create the song. He sent us some files to read over, and then Mark and him had a version with Mark's vocals and Kelp's keyboards and a bass line down. But then it was on to me to create some guitar parts. So I got my trusty SG here. And how we do it here is plug a cord in through the digital box and use the DAW to track guitar along with the pre-recorded vocals, bass, and drums. After I put some guitar down, I play it back a few times, see what I like, see if there's some things I would do differently. See if it matches it with the bass and the vocals are doing, seeing if there's enough space so that the vocals and the bass and the keyboard parts can breathe. At some point I get to where, you know, if the song has 3 or 4 parts and I like them, I'll send them off to Kelp and Mark for them to review. And so that usually goes back 2 or 3 times between Kelp and Mark and I. We finally decide on something that works for the entire song. I like to listen to the lyrics and get a feel for what Mark's doing. You know, what kind of depth he has in the lyrical content and what kind of colorful phrases are in the melody, and then try to find out some, you know, quirky or spacey guitar licks to go along with it. Usually in some of the verse parts, I'll use some more effects, chorus delay, flanging, to give it a little bit more color and a little bit more interest. And then you just use an overdriven part in the chorus to kind of keep things driving. The payoff happens a couple weeks later when everyone's completed their parts and Kelp has time to assemble them, mix them. Mark and Kelp will go over arranging and producing it, and then we will hear a finalized version, and that's a very good feeling to hear you know, what you did in writing maybe a month earlier, recording a few weeks earlier, and then have it all come together in a finalized form that we can all enjoy, agree upon, and then eventually release out into the world.